I have waited 462 days for this. Welcome back, old friend. Long live the king.
You're watching the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Now here's your hosts, Tom, Nick, and Dave. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. Uh-huh. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is T, it is N, and it is long live the King. I said it, it's coming home. King DaveCTheVoice. And ladies and gentlemen, JP gave me this great idea that as king, I can make all these royal decrees. So I would like to say that the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast is hereby unofficially and unfinancially sponsored by Aqua Care Pool Services, located in Holiday, Florida. We care for your pool so you can spend summer not like a fool. There you go. So, do you hate me as a king, Nick? Do you hate me as a king?
No. I can get behind this royal. Can we rename the Dave Cave the Aqua Care Cave?
I mean, I'll put up a logo. Like, I got a little room for a sticker here or something. But yeah, no, ladies and gentlemen, in case you missed it, Backlash ended in under 2.5 hours, which means I put my hand on this Buff Bagwell card and I went to battle and I took the crown from Garrett, who was a valiant fighter, a fantastic king, but we operate here on Miami time, not California time. None of that.
Some would say maybe a transitional champion.
He really was. The Samoa Joe of the broadcast. But
here we are, Dave's king again, Tom. Yeah.
7 times, baby.
It's a thing that happened.
I guess that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll say this, Garrett. It is very difficult to win this crown. It is very difficult to retain it. I like to think that the successful defense rate of this crown is not very high. I have a strong feeling that it's changed hands way more times than somebody's retained it.
I feel like I haven't got a shot in quite some time. I feel like Tom was king, and then y'all went. And Spaceman George is king. I got hit by a car. And did I ever even get like an official rematch from getting hit by the car?
Well, listen, if you go back to our post on January 23rd, which is National King's Day, you can check the entire lineage from when I first won the crown on April 11, 2021, all the way to Tom's first victory as king on April 1st, 2023. There's been a lot of reigns in between of myself, Harold, Gerald, Ryan, JP, Garrett, you name it. We've done it on this show, and I'm here to usher in a new era, a new royal era of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast.
I feel like you might have had help on that, though, huh?
And listen, man, I didn't do anything.
I watched it. Listen, I'm not going to get into it now. I don't want to get into it now. But look at my tan line. Look at that.
Look at that, man.
Yeah, no, it's okay, Nick. We get it.
Nick got some color, not tan, but he got red. Nick looked like my chest after Darby chopped me a couple times.
I don't want to get into it now, but I did watch the prediction video, which once again, I don't know why I'm not included in these things.
You were away.
I have predictions as well. So yeah, we can discuss this off the air. I have a couple bones to pick. What's the next pay-per-view coming up?
It depends. Are we talking WWE or are we talking AEW?
What is the next pay-per-view coming up?
Pay-per-view would be Double or Nothing. The premium live event would be the King and Queen of the Ring, which will be the day before. They're the same weekend. Same week, Memorial Day weekend, everyone. By the way, happy May Day, everyone. May the 4th be with you. Happy Cinco de Mayo, the day we're recording this. But of course, also, Royal Decree, guys, my birthday's in May. It's a pretty big deal to me. I'm giving everyone the day off from work for my birthday. May 27th. Everyone gets the day off. You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome.
So
it's a memorial type of event.
King and Queen of the Ring. King and Queen of the Ring are next.
Yes, but it's in Saudi Arabia, so like I don't.
Oh, no, we're not watching. That doesn't count. Never mind.
Yeah, we don't really watch those. Sorry.
Okay, so what is it? Double or Nothing?
It's Double or Nothing.
Interesting.
In fact, my father will be in attendance for that.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean,
yeah. It is. As a EVP of the show, I will have some thoughts and processes for this.
Listen, pal. I mean, am I ready to go Double or Nothing yet? I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready to cash my chips in. No, these are actually poker chips from Captain Lawrence Brewing Company. When they used to have tastings on Saturdays and Sundays, like when they first opened. You get one poker chip equaled one drink.
Oh,
and depending on the ABV, you had to pay 2 poker chips.
Well, I heard that. I don't care. We cannot promote companies that do not give us money.
Listen, I would love Captain Lawrence.
Not like AquaCare Pool Service.
Listen, I have here you go. Snip this for a commercial. I am very wealthy and I own 7 swimming pools, and AquaCare Pool Service is the only company that I trust to take care of my 7 very unique, very specialized swimming pools. My pools are made of solid gold, bronze, silver, titanium, platinum, and diamonds. And we use only the best water. We use Fiji water for my pool. And AquaCare Pool Services has really made it to where I get to brag about my wealth to other people.
Yes, I take the helicopter to Michigan every Thursday.
I send you a helicopter every day. Nick comes to my house every single day to take care of my 7 pools.
Yeah. I mean, at least Tom's nice to me. Gerald, on the other hand, he's not a nice homeowner. I was doing his pool for a while, but he was very abusive to me. I
left a negative 1-star review on Google. I didn't know you could do that.
I saw him cursing on the predictions. That was a lot.
Gerald was giving cigarettes to kids. It was wild. What a time to be alive. Speaking of times to be alive, folks, and speaking of Double or Nothing is happening from Las Vegas, Nevada. There's another pay-per-view, aka PLE Premium Live event, which is taking place not this year, but next year on a most holy weekend. And not just because it is a religious experience and that Easter is this weekend, but ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania 41 will be coming to you live 19th and 20th of April. It is Easter weekend, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders, home of SummerSlam 2022, I think. Maybe 2021, one of them. But yeah, it is happening. The 2-day spectacle rolls into Vegas. First time in 32 years. My math's wrong. Maybe? Yeah, 32 years. First time Vegas Mania. Since Mania 9, the first Mania I ever watched. I had thought about it going out to this Mania just because it's in Vegas first. But yeah, it's on Easter weekend. Damn, that sucks. Not saying I don't want to do what I'm doing for Easter weekend, but
I'm telling Danielle.
What's that?
I'm telling Danielle.
About what?
That you don't want to spend time with her on Easter.
I of course want to spend time with her on Easter.
That's like I don't. Heard.
But here's the thing: 3 major holidays to me in terms of I make sure I'm with family that day is Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter. Easter ranks 3rd on that list, but I'm still not. I'm still not missing that.
I think it's okay though. It's just like on Thanksgiving, you watch football. You can put WrestleMania could be the backdrop of the Easter celebration.
No. Are you putting the Super Bowl on as background noise while you play Uno with your family?
I have an idea.
What's your idea, Tom? You want to go have an egg hunt at Allegiant Stadium?
Yeah. So for those of you that go to church on Easter, there's something that is said often. It's he is risen indeed. What a good time to bring back my least favorite wrestler, The Undertaker.
Yeah.
And for The Undertaker,
I like what I like the way I kind of see where you're going.
To get The Undertaker knocked down and Michael Cole being like a maniac, like freaking out. Undertaker sits up. Michael Graves goes, "Oh my God, he is risen. And then Corey Graves goes, he is risen indeed. I mean, they would never do that, but that would be great.
I also thought of the idea earlier. I was talking on the Patreon chat about the return of Adam Rose's bunny. So they could bring out the gobbledygooker egg. They could repurpose this, and then they could have the bunny. Even though I don't know why a bunny would be bursting out of an egg, but it's Easter, so we can.
What other offensive Easter things could WWE do? Like, how about the carrying stations of the cross?
They could bring back Friar, whatever his name was.
Friar Ferguson, Bastion Booger. No, they should bring back Jim Cornette, induct him to the Hall of Fame next year, and then be like, it truly is a Good Friday because Jim Cornette is finally in the goddamn Hall of Fame. Fuck Easter. That goddamn Easter bunny wasn't selling at the Kentucky Sportatorium.
Your Jim Cornette's actually not bad.
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye. Fuck Jim Russo. Vince Russo. God, imagine Vince Russo with the name Jim. It'd be unholier than having WrestleMania on Easter.
I hate Jim Cornette so much.
Bro, Jim Cornette couldn't lace my Adidas sneakers, bro. Okay? We were putting Cialis on the pole, but then Ted Turner said, no, man, no, bro. We need Viagra on that pole. It's got to be name brand. Don't give that knockoff shit to me, bro. I hate both of them, quite honestly.
They were both actually well done, though, live.
Tom's in shock. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Better than I could do with even further.
All right.
Tom is speechless. For the first time in broadcast history, Tom is speechless.
I think so. Oh, goodness.
So, yeah, WrestleMania Easter, but I mean, it'll be okay.
Was set to make a star. It's not my fault that Dr. Death couldn't take a fucking punch on the chin from a smoking gun whose tag team partner was known best for showing off his butt cheeks, bro. Okay, it was the Attitude Era, bro. Okay, we were flipping people off. We were showing tits on TV. It was Jerry Springer, but in the afternoon and without all the commercials, bro. Like, what do you want from me? Take your fucking bedazzled tennis racket and shove it up your fucking ass.
Can we just do shorts of you going off as Vince
George,
Russo?
bro, I told you. Fucking Porky Lee could have been heavyweight champion, bro. But Jim's like, no, he's not taller than fucking 4'10" and is only good for fucking porno movies in a fucking fetish community. I wanted to put the fucking title on the guy. But Vince is like, no, Jim said no midgets because they make him feel inferior about his own height. It's not my fault that Jim can't look tall on TV in a suit that anybody can find at a J.C. Penney, bro.
That's so good, man.
It's just how you say bro is so spot on.
I watch a lot of Dark Side of the Ring, and I will be damned if Jim Cornette is wheeled to the cemetery where I'm buried, bro, because he has it in his will that he gets to piss on my grave when I'm dead. Jim, we all know that you need to be in a wheelchair if you're going to piss on my grave because you piss sitting down, bro. That's what they do in Kentucky, bro.
If you're not sitting down when you pee, you're not living. It is so much better to sit down to pee than stand to pee. You're never going to meet a wrestler in the bathroom if you're I know you're never going to meet a wrestler in the bathroom if you're in the stall, but guess what?
Bro, it was the Attitude Era. Of course everybody was sitting down to pee, but you left the door open. How else are you supposed to know who's doing lines off the toilet seat, bro? I mean, come on. WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas on Easter weekend, so let us know your comments on that below.
It's a nice stadium. It should be a good show.
I heard good things. I'm excited.
I heard good things in the works.
So, yeah, this will come out in time. Garrett Gamara, former king of the nerds, has said that allegedly we're getting a new micro brawler on Wednesday, the 8th.
That is happy birthday to my wife.
Is her birthday Wednesday?
Wednesday, May the
Wait. Are you talking about Linda, the co-founder of AquaCare Pool Services?
Linda, the co-founder.
There we go.
Yes. If you call
Happy
the phone
birthday,
number,
Linda.
you'll probably get her.
But yeah, so Linda. New micro brawler potentially coming out the day after this airs. If you're watching this live,
Linda McMahon.
I have a guess because if you look, let me see if I can.
Chris Statlander, because on the calendar it's a picture of Chris Statlander.
No, I have a different. Oh man, there's that picture of Nick with his shirt off in our group chat.
Ooh, that's only sign on to the Patreon. Get exclusive content like that. Sign right up.
So
top tier.
I don't know how well you'll be able to see this on there, but you notice it's got the Buck smiley face next to it.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Which makes me think we're getting a Matthew and Nicholas Jackson brawlers.
Didn't they just do Young Bucks not that long ago? I feel like
that was last year while I was still in the apartment, so it's at least been a year. But also strike while the iron's hot, which they typically do with these brawlers. You do the suits on them. So, I can't see my Young Bucks brawlers from where they are. I think they're both in. The jackets are full, or they're. I think they're. I have the gray ones. I can't fucking tell from where I'm sitting, but obviously I know they're
100%. It was AEW brawlers, or was
no.
I feel like it's been a while since we had an AEW branded one though.
I know who it is.
Who is it?
I can't say.
Is it Honky Tonk Man in a purple jumpsuit? I'm the king. You have to be nice to me.
Rhythm and blues, Honky Tonk Man.
I'll be so mad if it's like a remake. Oh, I'm not buying, so it doesn't matter. I don't care.
I'll say this: a lot of people suggested the Mega Maniacs version of Brutus Beefcake with the mask. I would have been all for that because again, WrestleMania 9 was my first Mania. So let us know who you think it is in the comments section below. Also, speaking of micro brawlers, Tonga Loa is in WWE now.
That was
what a surprise!
Can I just go off for a second?
Absolutely.
The best thing that has happened in commentary happened during that, where Michael Cole goes, it's guerrilla warfare in here.
Yeah.
And Corey Graves is like, it's his destiny. And I'm like, can we just call him Guerrillas of Destiny, please?
Well, somebody, I think, Tom, I think it was you, like Guerrillas of Destiny in the chat. And I went, no, Guerrillas, but spelled correctly with an O. Like to keep that trademark. But no, it's definitely cool. I love that they acknowledge stuff like that. They acknowledge like when AJ and Cody fought, they were like, oh, two former leaders of the Bullet Club. I was like, Cody technically wasn't the leader, but he
kind of was.
Kind of was, but still at the same time, the fact that they acknowledge that stuff is really cool. But the fact that Tonga Loa showed up when everybody was kind of expecting and has been expecting for a couple weeks it to be Jacob Fatu to join, and he's not joined, he's not there yet, and here's Tonga Loa that no one had on their radars. Like no one was even. I remember after Tama Tonga debuted the SmackDown after Mania. I have a sneeze coming up. Sorry. Nobody thought like, oh, I wonder if his brother's going to show up. No,
I thought that. I asked that, and then even in our group chat during Backlashes, I'm watching this at the airport. And I'm like, I wonder when Tonga Loa is going to come out. And then literally 15 seconds later, who comes out? It's Tonga Loa. Why? Because I have inside information.
What about the big brother? Isn't there like another one? Like
yes, Hikuleo, but he's still
Hikuleo's not going anywhere. There's another Fatu though, right?
Jacob Fatu. There's Umaga's son. I don't know if he's Sifa. Is he going by Sifa Fatu or something like that? But I know Umaga's son has recently been on a WWE rate. Like I think he wrestled for Booker T's Reality of Wrestling or something like that. But yeah, so we'll see how this bloodline develops.
They're trying to beef up for that Samoan Civil War.
My God, it's gonna be wild. I would like to say this though: any old TNA Impact Wrestling fans, we now have Drew McIntyre, Tonga Loa, and LA Knight under one banner, aka The Rising. Stand up for wrestling. Oh, come on, baby. Bring it home.
Fatu.
Zila Fatu.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is it. Folks, if you don't remember The Rising from TNA Wrestling, first of all, you probably have a lot of better taste than me. But yes, it was very fantastic. Like, I was like, oh, wait, this dude was Camacho? What? Get out of here. And yeah, they had young LA Knight, aka Eli Drake. It was very, it was some good stuff. So go check out The Rising, TNA Wrestling. You're welcome, everyone.
No,
Um,
thank you.
we got anything else? Anything else to talk about?
I mean, backlash. I wanted to talk about another Samoan guy, and that's Jey Uso. Jey Uso was the one that fought for the belt, right? Jay. His entrance was phenomenal. I feel like it was like the best entrance he'll probably ever have in his whole. Like when he retires one day and they show his like highlight video of like this thing, that's gonna be like the centerpiece clip at the end. It's all good. I mean,
I'm curious if like they put in like they probably had to have like in the arena like turn your phones on, turn your flashlights on. That like had showed like a Bray Wyatt thing behind this like on the video boards. Like everyone's like yeah, and then all of a sudden
I feel like it was a lackluster, kind of a lackluster card, and like they didn't. The crowd is what made the event so good.
Yes, 100% agree with that. I wanted to touch it. Like
fire.
Like this is what I think will be the move going forward. Like because if you look at that card, it was very predictable. Obviously, me and Garrett had picked it 100%. It literally came down to the tiebreaker. But everything like you just had somebody win the belt. You want them to look strong. There's no point in taking that belt off, especially with guys like Cody. They've been building this story for 2 years. Don't take that belt off him. Damian Priest, you want to make him look like a legitimate threat. Do not take that belt off him 3 weeks later. Bailey, I thought maybe if anyone was to lose their belt other than the tag belts, I had a sneaking feeling that if it was anybody, it would have been Bailey.
No, that match was bad.
It was not good. I'll say this: one of my favorite moments in one of the worst matches of the night, the Jaded spot where Jade takes Kairi Sane up like a power bomb, twists her around, and then drops her to hit them. That was wild. Like I know we say the wrestling is fake and it's choreographed, and that match may have sucked too because of so many botches. But the skill that took to drop her at the right spot.
But she did the exact same. I watched a video today of it actually. It was Jade and Kairi and Jade and Sky Blue. It was the exact moment for moment finish.
Interesting. But
so yeah. Well, and again, I think Jade's great. I think that she is a force. But I think that like they're not trying to get her out of her comfort zone at all.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you know, and that's that.
Yep.
And you're going to keep beating up smaller girls.
Yep. And I think it works, though, with her as a tag team. And, of course, the money match is Bianca versus Jade down the line at some point when they lose the belts and Jade or Bianca turns into what?
Maybe on Easter.
Maybe. Could be. But, yeah, I think it is perfect right now to keep Jade in a tag team because it hides those weaknesses. And, you know, she's still green. She's only been in this business for, 3 years or so, and obviously, should be progressing a little more. But
it allows Bianca's phenomenal. So
exactly builds up that hot tag and makes people want to see Jade more and more and more. And Jade can talk too; she's a great talker.
Yes, she needs to just get a little bit more comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yep. So
that's literally my only critique.
And I think with the way WWE is like. She's going to be at house shows. She's going to wrestle. I forget who it was. I think I was listening to a Jinder Mahal interview with Chris Van Vliet, and he talked about like how he was nervous about being on the mic a little bit, but he knew he was going to be going into this story with Randy Orton for the WWE title, so he knew he was going to have to talk more. So he asked, like, "Can I cut a promo before every match on these house shows?" I'm like, no problem. Boom, go for it. So you only get better. You only get better at something by doing it. That's the school of thought I've always come from. You know, you can watch as much tape as you want, you can study it, analyze it, talk about it, but unless you're doing it, you know, same thing with this show. Like if you watch some of those early episodes of ours, but you know, now we're not as bad.
You know what? We're not as good as Aqua Care Pool Service.
Not at all.
Not at all, man. if Aqua Care Pool Services were a wrestling nerd, they'd be me because they are the king of pool cleaning.
I like this version of King Dave. The seventh reign of Dave is not too bad.
On the seventh reign, Dave created Aqua Care Pool Services.
Whoa, hold on. I'm telling Linda.
But speaking of the Lord and creating things, I do have to touch on the fact that WWE is moving WrestleMania to Easter weekend next year. Because we started to talk about it, and I said, like, oh, I'm going to talk about it on the broadcast. And I totally passed over when we talked about Easter being that weekend. I know that they had talked about moving it a little further into April because they wanted to get away from the NCAA tournament weekend. For those who don't know, the NCAA basketball tournament, it's two of the biggest tournaments in sports. And they culminate that weekend. The women's Final Four is on Friday, and the championship is Sunday afternoon. The men's Final Four is Saturday, and their championship is Monday. So 2 years ago, when Cody debuted at WrestleMania 38, yes, 38, when he was the mystery opponent against Seth, Duke was playing North Carolina. For those who don't know, I'm a Duke basketball fan. My coach, Elton Brand from Peekskill, went there in 1998, 1999, played for the national championship and lost. Fuck you, UConn. Still don't forget that. But during the game, I literally I was not watching WrestleMania that night because I was like, okay, my team's playing in the semifinals. I'm going to focus on this game. So I try to stay away. But I asked everyone, let me know when the Seth match happens because I just want to see if Cody comes on. So I had it on my phone, and I'm like, yes, when Cody comes out. And then my stepdad goes, what are you cheering for? They just fouled. And I'm like, but Cody's here. So yeah, so I understand that, like, I'm one of the viewers that was taken away from that. Now, if the NCAA tournament is going on and WrestleMania is happening that day, I'm tuning into WrestleMania unless my team's playing. So you got a 1 in 64 shot, essentially. But yeah, we were talking about this before we came on, how with Thanksgiving, you put the football game on in the background. But let me ask you this, Nick, because the Commanders did they play this year on Thanksgiving?
They play a lot of Thanksgivings.
I know they used to play a lot, not as much now. I know it's usually the Cowboys. They did last
Thanksgiving.
Okay. But so are you watching that as background, or are you like focused on that game?
I mean, it depends on where they are in the season. I would say more than
probably around November.
This is your Super Bowl.
There's sometimes when they're not, it's just not a good year, and I don't care that. But yeah, I'm typically pretty locked in. I actually prefer when it's not on Thanksgiving because it's like I'd rather have a different game on that I can kind of just watch for what it is and not my team playing.
No, I completely get that. Like my cousin's husband is a Cowboys fan. So like when their game is on, he'll like bring his plate in the living room, just like
it's always the 4
and I'm just heckling him from the kitchen.
While you're eating.
Why do they do that?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Like, why do they have a game on Thanksgiving?
It's
I don't know. They had them on Christmas last year too. I think they're going to start doing it on Christmas.
I think they're going to start doing games on Christmas regularly. They want to do. They had a game on Black Friday this year.
They got good ratings, so I mean.
Yeah, that's the thing. Football can get a rating on any day.
It's on my TV.
I'm gonna go down a little rabbit hole. It's like gambling too, because like on these sites, like where like you play like daily fantasy sports and stuff. If they have like 3 games playing on Christmas Day, they can turn that into like a little mini slate of its own, and then they can like have all this gambling over these 3 little games and stuff, and they can break them into days like that. It's all because of legalized sports gambling.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They know they can pop a rating because it's one of those things. Football, especially, you can pop that on the background. It's just kind of background filler until you get to the 2-minute warning. Really, it's
what a shock. A sport that you don't actually need to watch to enjoy. Wow.
But that's the thing about WrestleMania. Like we were talking about, like, can you just throw it on in the background? No, it's something I want to be locked in on. I don't want to.
Then you're gonna get like your cousin is gonna be like sitting there like, oh, that was so fake. Look what he's doing and stuff. And I just can't stand. Like I don't want to watch with like a whole bunch of people that don't like wrestling and they just sit there and pick it apart the whole time. Like I can't stand that.
Yeah. And so the way I've before I met Danielle, we would go up to my my uncle's for the weekend. Like we'd go up Friday, we'd have a dinner Saturday night, and then we'd have like a brunch Sunday morning, and we'd come home in the afternoon. But yeah, like I know a lot of people like they're with family that weekend, so you're just gonna like put Mania on hold. I would not be surprised if you compared this year's Mania number to next year's. Not in terms of attendance. I think the attendance it'll still be there. Because keep in mind, not everyone's Catholic, not everyone celebrates Easter. And there are people that just, may someone like, let's do this for Easter. Let's once in a lifetime family vacation. Let's go to Vegas and have a good time. I don't know what travel rates are during
a family
Easter.
vacation to Vegas sounds so good.
Have you not seen National Lampoon? Come on.
Why not do it Friday and Saturday instead of Saturday and Sunday?
I mean, imagine if they just did WrestleMania on the Saturday night before Vegas.
Yeah,
you know what I'll say? This
bring it back to one day. Let's do it on Saturday. One day meeting on Saturday.
I will say this, and I pray because I said this about AEW Dynasty. The fact that AEW did not hold Dynasty or hold a weed themed pay-per-view on 420 this year and have Rob Van Dam as your host was such a missed opportunity. It sucks that Rob Van Dam is already a Hall of Famer. Because I'm pretty sure they honor the Hall of Fame class on Sunday. Like they do the ceremony on Friday, but they honor them on Sunday. Imagine Rob Van Dam coming out in Vegas. It'd be fucking funny. Who else would be Matt Riddle, Hall of Fame 2025? Book it.
Book him in. No, I'm sure that's a long list. I'm sure that
Godfather.
Ooh, no, I think he already is. I gotta look this up now.
I don't think Godfather's in the Hall of Fame yet.
I think he is. Let's see.
2016.
Did it say 2016?
Yeah.
I was wrong. Let's put Papa Shango in.
Yo, I'm sorry. The fact that he's in as the Godfather and not Papa Shango is insane to me.
There was the Sting, Big Boss Man, Jacqueline, Stan Hansen, Fabulous Freebirds. Snoop Dogg went in that year too. Smoke if you got him.
There's your Hall of Fame basically right there. That's Shane McMahon's tag team partner.
I mean, you could bring Shane back for it.
Bring back the Mean Street Posse.
Sorry, I'm taking an ankle brace off.
No, that's fine. But yeah, so let us know your thoughts on WrestleMania being on Easter Sunday, if it's going to affect how you're watching it. I mean, I'm sure I will at least be late to the party in terms of watching it.
I'll watch it live.
So
church is in the morning.
But yeah, so we'll see. Did we do so? I feel like we did something Saturday night on I could be wrong, but yeah. So let us know your thoughts on WrestleMania. Let us know your thoughts on the Micro Brawl. It's coming out May 8th. Backlash review. Did you like it? Did you not? That crowd was on fire. I think I mentioned this. I don't know if I officially touched on this, but I think they need to do that with all the B Show pay-per-views coming after WrestleMania. Do it in a foreign country because that card on paper, not excited about it.
I didn't care.
I was excited that we might get Jacob Fatu. We got Tonga Loa. I'm always excited to see Cody. But you know what? That starved audience in France was so hyped for everything. All for it. It was like watching a Premier League soccer match. It was incredible, that crowd. Yeah. Let us know what you thought about that. Anything else we got?
Yeah. You forgot?
What'd I forget?
I guess we'll have to tell him next week.
No.
Well, it's happening. It's officially happening, people. Harold the Puppet is definitely wrestling on May the 18th with Pure Pro Wrestling in Holland, Michigan. And there it is it's gonna be a time. I'll get some video and we'll post it. But yeah, it's happening. Harold's gonna cut a promo this week on what's going on a little bit. And if you ever wanted to see a puppet get in the ring, that's not Yoshihiko. manned by me.
Yeah.
Who will the guy who I reached out to said he was going to make me a mask went radio silent, so that's cool.
Oh,
so I will not have a mask, so you will see my mouth moving the whole time, but that's fine. But yeah, it's going to be a time, and I may or may not have told the person involved that I have absolutely no regard for my physical well-being, and that I have been in physical altercations and such, and I am not scared to get hit. And if he even wanted to pull out a bag filled with 50,000 thumbtacks, I wouldn't be opposed. I don't know. I honestly have no idea what's going to happen.
And
but I can tell you this much. Harold the Puppet is getting swole, and he is pissed because the bad guys, the villains, the dastards, the dastardly dudes of pure pro wrestling, they're just not nice. And Harold is one of those guys who's like, hey, I like it a nice.
I'm sorry, is that their name, the Dastardly Dudes?
No, that's what I'm calling them.
What is their name? Can I please? I need names.
I can't get into it yet. We'll post a video this week.
Okay, but so you know what? Then they're gonna go back because they're gonna study Harold's film. They're gonna come across this. So I'd like the Dastardly Dudes to come real close. Come real close, right where I am, bro, here in New York. And bro, let me tell you, if you want to fuck with my boy Harold the Puppet, bro, have a field day. Because if you've ever seen the movie Airplane, bro, it's gonna be like that line of people trying to fucking slap the one person, bro. Okay? You come at Harold, you come at Tom. You come at Tom, you come at Magnificent Margaret. You come at Magnificent Margaret, you come at JP, bro. You come at JP, bro, you coming at Jared. If you come at Jared, you're coming at everybody in the fucking state of Indiana who's ever picked up a beer can, bro. You don't fuck with nerds, bro, okay? Let me tell you, bro, as clear as the Harold the Puppet sticker sits on my water bottle, bro, your head will not sit on your shoulders, bro, unless you staple it back on there after my bro, Harold the Puppet, beats your fluffy, dastardly deeds ass, okay, bro? And that's all I've got to say about that, bro.
I love this. But I was really hoping you were going to say it's like that movie Air Bud.
But bro, it could be like Air Bud, because guess what? You're gonna throw something at Harold, and guess what? Boop, right off his stew, and it's gonna come flying back at you. Because guess what, bro? You are Harold is rubber. You are glue. Anything you say bounces off him and floats back to you, bro.
Bro.
Okay. Lead us out, Vince. Go ahead.
Okay, so bro, don't forget, check us out on Patreon for exclusive content of Viagra on a poll, of making a poll, whatever it is. Patreon.com, bro, /WNRDB. Okay? Are you naked right now? Do you need a birthday gift or some shit? Mother's Day's coming up. Do you talk to your fucking mother, bro? I talked to your mother last night, bro. We had a Viagra on a pole match, bro. Get her a pro wrestling t-shirt, bro. ProWrestlingTees.com /the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. And that's nerd spelled N.R.D. Bro, okay? Facebook, bro. Twitter, I'm all over Twitter, bro. It's how I tag at James E. Cornette and his fucking drive-thru. Why does that motherfucker have a Wendy's drive-thru logo, bro? You know we're all about Sbarro Pizza here, bro. And he's in Kentucky. Put a KFC logo, bro. The Yum Center. What kind of fucking town is this fucking Louisville, Kentucky, with their fucking baseball bats and shit, bro? Okay? Man, when I was WCW champion, bro, with David Arquette, remember we got that David Arquette brawler with this RJ City, bro, brawler? Let me open this shit, bro. Twitter, Instagram, bro, the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. And of course, right here, bro, subscribe. YouTube. It's so fucking good. You don't see Jim Cornette with a fucking YouTube plaque. You want to know what kind of plaque James Cornette has? He's got plaque on his fucking yellow teeth. Okay? Jesus, it's as yellow as his fucking Harold the Puppet sticker, bro. Okay, that's it. Watch the show, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to tell your mother, because Mother's Day is coming up, bro. It's very important. Tell your mother that she's the real MVP, bro, because like Kevin Durant said, Mom, bro, you're the real MVP. Good night, everyone. Fuck Jim Cornette. God bless America.